embodiment of both faith and charity. According to the Bible, it's the light in a world that sometimes can be dark and a difficult place. Without hope, without that glimmer of faint light shining through even the bleakest of times, we die. Hope, our eternal flame, the smallest of its optimistic sparks, can ignite an inferno, create civilizations, defeat the deadliest of diseases, the longest of odds. It is the fuel of our faith and the foundation of our charity. But for hope to be real, it must be based in truth, honor. Without it, hope is nothing more than an empty wish. Truth, honor, virtues that today, right now, seem to be in very short supply. Truth, honor. Our history is chock full of brilliant men and women whose integrity and courage gave birth to this glorious republic. Men and women whose actions radiated hope throughout this great land of ours. But where have they gone? Where is George Washington or Sam Adams of our generation? Where is another Thomas Jefferson or Abraham Lincoln? What has happened to truth, honor? Too often today, conversations in the White House or the halls of Congress are absent of any mention of the founders, any reference to the mandates of the Constitution. Too often, the insight of Washington, Adams, or Jefferson is being equally substituted for the honorless rhetoric of Geithners, the Dodds, Brangles, and Franks. Truth, honor, replaced with corruption, scandal, and deception. In America today, would anyone disagree that if we judge by the actions of our leaders, the light of hope is quickly dimming? Optimism, tougher and tougher to muster as the proud country of our founders, the Constitution, the American way, seems to be slipping from our grasp. But wait. Our hope is not lost. We, the people, are waking up. America is waking up. We now realize what fundamentally transforming America really meant. That the change we were promised is not the change that we need. That our founders created a republic and a document in the Constitution that has, does, and will stand the test of time. It's not transformation that we need, but restoration. And while we may not have been that giant beacon of hope like Washington or Jefferson to light the darkness and guide our path, we have each other, you, me, a growing army of Americans who have discovered that the flame of hope still burns in the hearts of the like-minded, Americans who still swell with pride when the stars and stripes are raised and our nation's anthem is sung before the cry of "Play ball!" People who believe America is not just a country but an ideal, not perfect, but better than any other, and founded in righteousness, truth, honor, courage. People who have hope that life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness will be just as relevant for their children and grandchildren as it is for them today. Hope. It's the tiniest spark that can change a life, country, a world. Make no mistake. It is time for change. It's time for the hope of a nation to trump, no, trounce, the partisan politics of Washington, D.C. It's time we choose our leaders based on who they are and what they stand for, and not what party they're from. It's time, right now, for true Americans to give strong, full-throated voice to the real hope of this country, not the empty, false hope of a campaign slogan, but a loud cry for a return to our core, our foundation, Because, with all due respect, Mr. President, we're just not interested in fundamental transformation, social justice, spreading the wealth, universal health care, socialism, Marxism, or any other ism, or a series of stimulus packages that will rob our children of any chance, any hope of an America as it was intended. Restoration, Mr. President, is our hope. Before it's too late. Restoration of our values, the principles, the integrity, the honor, the freedom that defines who we are, who we have always been. America, the beautiful, the land of the free, the home of the brave, a shining beacon for all the world to see. That is our hope. That is the promise and hope of America.